Hey Pile One, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. This is Soul Purpose Activation. We are back with another future spouse pick a card reading. Today, this is the second. It was second in line in the poll. Well, at least it was back when I took the poll, you know, a couple weeks ago. But what you guys chose as a pick a card reading that you wanted was you know, meet your future spouse, the extended version. And so there's actually a reading that I do that is going to be exactly in this format. If you want this reading exclusively for you, where I'm tapping into you and your future spouse's energy and the energy of your connection and your union, just check the description box below. I'll have it specially linked there. It's called Future Spouse Extended Reading, okay? So just keep in mind, you guys, this right here, this is a general reading. So, you know, take whatever resonates. You can leave behind anything that doesn't. You guys, what we're going to do, we're going to find out everything about them, okay? What they look like, what they do for a living, what their overall energy is in terms of their personality, an approximate timeline as to when you'll meet them, and what energies are largely influencing, whether that's helping or harming the connection, along with, you know, some general guidance in what you can do to kind of help manifest them in faster, or what to do to stay on the timeline if you like the timeline that you're on, okay? Let's get right into it. Pile one, you guys chose the Charoite, the purple Charoite, and then this Journey card. That's what you were drawn to, and we're going to get right into your reading, and we'll see if this energy factors into the overall reading. But you know, this is just for the pick a card, so this isn't something that I do on the personal reading, obviously. All right, but I am picking up on some Sag energy with that Journey, okay? They may be travelers. They may travel around quite a bit. And when I look at purple, I always kind of correspond that to Sagittarius energy as well. So there may be some Sag, maybe some Gemini in their chart. We'll see. Let's get the overall energy of Pile One's future spouse. Show me your overall energy in terms of they're showing up as the Knight of Pentacles. Let's see. We're going to pull some more though. We're going to find out who is they. Ooh. Black Moon. They're very quiet. They're very quiet. I hear they may have a tendency to brood. I am picking up on some Scorpio energy here with that Black Moon. Possible Scorpio placements. So far we got Earth energy showing up with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, some Sagittarius energy making a peek in there, and then also some Scorpio. So those placements may be dominant in their chart somewhere. Tell me more about who you are as a person. All right, awesome. Give me one more, please. Who are you as a person? What's your overall energy? There's more Gemini energy showing up there. I mentioned Gemini earlier with the third house. Give me more. All right, cool. I was only going to ask for 3, but 4 popped out. Yeah, Mercury. There's more Gemini energy. That could also be Virgo energy, another earth sign in there. So, Pile One, the overall energy that your person is showing up in, your future spouse, is the Knight of Pentacles, okay? So, I'm hearing very slow and methodical with how they do things. And so, you know, this may be somebody when you first meet, they may be slower to move in terms of courting. Okay, because this person is someone that they take their time, especially when it comes to big life decisions. They're not in a rush, not because, you know, they have any fears or doubts or any reservations. It's just, you know, they want to do things the right way. They want to get to know you. They want to make sure that, you know, they are basing their decisions on, you know, logic and truth, as opposed to just based off of feeling, okay? They just want to make sure they're making the right choice, and it has nothing to do with, you know, doubts, reservations, or anything like that. They want to get to know you as a person, to make sure that even after the initial you know, honeymoon period wears off, that, you know, the two of you actually do have something in common. a lot of the times what ends up happening with people is they base their long-term commitments off of a rush of emotion, a rush of chemicals and stuff like that. And your person is very smart with how they do things. They're not going to rush. Okay. So pile one, your future spouse may take time in terms of like the courtship, you know, not that they're going to draw things out extensively, but like if you're wanting to get married, you know, if you're wanting an engagement within the first 6 months to a year of dating, that's not how this is going to work out with your future spouse. They're going to want a longer, you know, like a longer courtship and maybe a longer engagement. And this person may not want to move in together until marriage. For some of you, that is coming through. Anyway, we'll move off of that. So with Black Moon here, we got hidden truths to the surface, power of the hidden, retreat, necessary void. See, yeah, that's why they kind of take their time, because they know, like with time, everything that's hidden comes to the surface, and they want to make sure that, you know, nothing surprising, because a lot of the times, you know, we wear masks in the beginning, right? And then what's hidden usually isn't triggered until you start coming across challenges in life. You know, they're going to want to see how the two of you handle conflict together. How are you when you're not getting what you want, you know, and stuff like that. How do you handle life under pressure? They're going to want to, I don't know why this stuff about courtship's coming through. I'm guessing it's important to either you and or them. But, you know, they're going to want to see how does pile one handle life under pressure? How does pile one handle something when they're not getting what they want? You know, they're going to want to make sure that you are also a stable personality in terms of like emotionally, like how do you deal with challenging situations? Third house here, they value open, honest communication. You know, they want to make sure that you're able to communicate things in a level-headed manner, you know, that you're able to process emotion in a way that's grounded, that's not, you know, fiery. They're not for drama. I'm picking up, they're not for drama. They don't like it, you know, if when arguments happen that people yell, they don't like that stuff, right? Neptune energy, that would kind of a nod to Aquarius energy. Again, it's all about being calm, cool, and collected. Okay, that's how your future spouse is. They are calm, cool, and collected, but I'm also hearing they want that in their partner. Okay, so that, and it may be, maybe they grew up in a household, or maybe they've had a long-term relationship with someone who just got triggered very easily. And, you know, they couldn't have a calm, cool, and collected conversation. It was always like yelling, or it was always like combat or something. As far as their personality goes, yeah, they're very grounded. They have, you know, they're very grounded, very responsible and stuff like that. But with Neptune energy here, they do okay, you know, because your future spouse will have kind of like a comfort zone, right? Heavy on the Virgo energy. I'm picking up on Hermit based energy. Like they may be a homebody, but they don't mind venturing out, especially with, you know, we got Aquarius and Gemini energy coming out here. So they venture out. They do feel okay, you know, escaping their comfort zone, right? So they do all right with they know how to keep things fresh in a relationship, you know. So they're kind of a good mix, right? Yeah, I am picking up they're a bit of a homebody, but they do just as well getting out and about. They do enjoy life outside of the house as well. They love communication. They love just sitting down and talking. I'm picking up on somebody that might love to, like, maybe a perfect date for them would be like listening to music, maybe having a couple of drinks and just talking, right? Just talking about different things, whatever interests you may have together. Like I can see this person just sitting down at a table, maybe outside in front of a bonfire or something like that, and just talking for hours about whatever things would interest them, right? With Mercury energy here, along with third house energy, they like to pick people's brains, and they don't mind having their brain picked. They love any kind of topics of communication, anything that, you know, they just love to sit and talk and exchange energy that way. Okay. Is there anything else wanting to come out here? With retreat here, necessary void, unwanted change. Yeah, it just keeps circling back to they don't want drama. They don't want any kind of drama in their life. They don't want drama kings or drama queens or anything like that. They don't like gossip. They don't like hearing people gossip. I don't know. They're just, they value open, honest communication. And they feel like, if the thing about gossip with them is if that person would talk about another person to them behind that person's back, it's like, then you probably would do the same thing to me. They have trust issues. They do have some trust issues. They do have some trust issues. But the trust issues aren't normal or aren't what's fueling their desire to want to take things slow in terms of, the steps leading up to engagement and marriage. It really is just them wanting to, slow down, keep it at a slow, steady pace to make sure, do we really like each other? Because, a lot of the times people form attachments to people that they don't even like. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like they form a bond that's based purely off of lust and infatuation and, look up limerence, okay? And not really understanding. It's like, if it wasn't for that, you wouldn't even like the person. And that's not what they're wanting. They're wanting to make sure it's like, yeah, I can love you. I can even have a bond with you, a sexual bond with you. But do I like you? Would you be somebody that I can hang out with as a person? And would we get along when times get rough? How are we going to handle conflicts together? Conflict resolution to this person is very important for some reason. All right, pile one, we're going to move on. Now we're going to find out what they do for a living. What's the overall energy of what you do for a living? We got 11th house things. So some things having to do with maybe the community. They could be a humanitarian. They could be the head of a charity. Or they could do a lot of work in the community. They could be in inventions, doing things that kind of help the greater good, doing something that may rebel against, societal norms of the establishment. So that, like they could be a missionary, they can be an inventor, they could be involved in a charitable organization, something that helps the masses. But we are going to get more energy about what they do for a living. What do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? Give me more energy about what you do for a living. Almost. Finally, we got full moon. What is it you do for a living? There's more 11th house energy. No, that almost wanted to come out. Give me one more. We got full moon, 11th house, and then pink moon. So we got blessings, blossoming, celebration, release what's no longer serving you, recharge your energy, inner work, letting go of the past, and manifestation. I feel like they head up some kind of an organization that helps like groups, like maybe demographics of people, groups of people, things like Habitat for Humanity. Maybe they build those tiny houses. They might help the homeless somehow. 11th house here has friendship, groups, tribe, the future, common goals, collective creation, hopes and wishes, humanitarianism again. And then with pink moon, we have new and exciting opportunities, focusing on the new, transcendence. Yeah, I feel like charitable, something like a charitable organization. They may head up a nonprofit organization kind of a thing, Easter seals, something like that. All right. Something like that. Now we're going to find out what they look like. Again, just keep in mind, this is a general reading, okay? So just, you know, take what resonates, you guys, and leave behind anything that doesn't. But now we're gonna get and see what they look like. What's your overall aesthetic? What do you look like? They may be younger than you. They may look very young for their years. And what I'm saying, like, they may actually be very much, they could be 5 to 10 years younger than you, or they could just look a lot younger than their years with the Page of Cups energy here. They may have longer hair. Show me your overall coloring. What's your overall coloring? Oh. They're going to be on the lighter skin side. For a lot of you, they're going to be like of European or, you know, European, Northern European descent, maybe Caucasian. They're going to have more of an olive tone to their skin, though. They may tan very easily as opposed to, you know, people with fair skin where they burn. This person is more on, you know, their tint, although they are lighter skin, is going to be more on the olive toned where they tan very easily. Some of them may actually work outside a lot, or they may actually have a tan when you meet them. Let's see, with the Page of Wands, so coloring wise, they're going to have like light blonde or maybe red hair. If it is brown, it's going to be light, like a lighter brown. Eyes are going to be like a bright colored green or a bright colored blue. Whatever color eyes they have, it's going to be on the brightest end of the spectrum, like ice blue eyes or ice green eyes, or if there's brown, it's like that honey amber color, right? Really pretty eyes. Let's see. Wow. What is their body? Let's see what their height's going to be. How tall are you going to be? How tall are you going to be? How tall are you? Show me your heights. All right, so they're going to be shorter than average, okay? Shorter than average. So for a, you know, whatever it is, averages for a male or a female, they're going to be shorter than average, okay? So like for men, they could be like 5'5", 5'6", 5'6", 5'7", you know. Shorter than average is going to be, you know, the average for a man, I believe, is like 5'9", 5'10". So they're going to be about the 5'6", 5'7" area. For women, maybe, you know, like 5'2", 5'3", you know, I mean, even 5 foot, you know what I mean? So they're going to be shorter than whatever is average for a man or a woman. Let's see what their body type is going to look like. What's your body type? What is your body type? Ooh, very attractive. Okay, very attractive body type. So they may work out. They have an athletic build. Okay, so athletic, toned, stuff like that. Anything else that wants to come through? See, it's funny, we got the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands back to back, and so it just, I mean, they're going to be your ideal, like their body type, whatever your ideal is, pile one, that's what it is for them. That's what they are. Okay, you are going to find them attractive, or you're going to find their body very attractive. Let's see, now we're going to find out what timing is in terms of when this union with your future spouse is going to manifest. Just keep in mind, you guys, timing is very fluid, okay? And it changes based off of your own energy, the choices you make or don't make and stuff like that. But let's talk about the current timeline that you're on, pile one. This is an estimated time range of when union with your future spouse is going to take place. We got the number 9. We got Taurus energy. So earth energy, that is the slowest moving energy in of all the 4 elements. And so we're talking years here. So the way that the energies work, you know, air is typically days, fire typically is weeks, water is months, and then earth is years. And so, you know, you can always, like for earth, it can be as little as 9 months, but we're looking at more years, right? And so there may be, I don't know if this is a timeline that you want to be on, but we'll look at the energies that are at play as to why there may be like a holdup in this connection. Let's find out what the energies are. And I usually, for people like that, if you're not wanting to wait years to manifest and you're trying to figure out like what's happening, you know, you can always book a private reading with me where it's interactive. Just check the description box below for booking details. You and I, we can do like a one-on-one reading where we can get down to what is happening, what's causing this. But we'll find out. Let's find out what's happening with this connection. Why, what's the energies largely influencing union or separation or whatever? What are the main energies at play influencing this manifestation of union? Okay, what's the energies largely at play here? Show me the energies influencing manifestation of this connection. Let's get one more. I feel some of you are actually just kind of maybe in the process of building something. And maybe that's where your focus is at, or that's where your future spouse's focus is at. I feel something is in the works. So it's like this connection is, I don't know if the focus is just on something else, and it's not, the focus isn't on manifesting in union. It's right now, it's like the main focus is on building something else, building a business, building a life path. There's something else where the focus is being put on. And so there isn't really any conscious energy or attention going towards manifesting in a future spouse, because I feel like there's something else being built. And then once that is built, then, you know, the energy will be available to focus on, you know, marriage. And so I feel for a lot of you, if this isn't your energy, and, you know, if you're not, so for those of you that are watching, if you are the one that's primarily focused on building a business, building a following, building something like that, you know, it's like this, then obviously it's like this union will manifest in once you have the desire and the energy available to focus on manifesting in union. Now, this could also be talking about, because you guys, it is possible. It is possible to, you know, manifest in union with a future spouse while you are building something. So there could be a subconscious thing that's blocking having both at the same time, right? That's very possible, and it could either be on your end and or on your future spouse's end. Okay, so let's see what can be done. What can you do, if anything, to help, if you want to help quicken this timeline? Is there anything that pile one can do to help speed up this timeline? Let's get one more. We got mountain with obstacles and challenges, possible delays, patience needed, requires perseverance. And then we got the single life with living your best single life, working on yourself. I'm getting an energy here of learning how to feel whole and complete in and of yourself. Becoming more self-reliant, not settling for a bad match. And then we also have rare gift here with a special gift given to you, seizing the opportunity. Unique gifts bring luck and success and the power to attract wealth. And with the star energy that was before that, there is this energy here of feeling like it's a lot easier to manifest wealth and abundance in terms of like money and business and finance and stuff like that than it has been to manifest in a future spouse or a union with the kind, you know, having the kind of marriage and connection. There's something subconscious going on here. There's this almost this belief, whether you're aware of it or not, that having this kind of a relationship, or, you know, is like a fairy tale. There's fairy tale energy here where it's almost too good to be true. It's just a pipe dream. And there, you know, there's a part of you that really wants it, you know, and then there's a part of you that's believing that it's not really possible. And so I'm hearing wishing on a star. I'm wishing on a star. There's just this sense, there's almost this doubt that needs to be dealt with. That's the main issue. So two things are coming through. Something having to do with single life. Why is single life here? We got karmic justice. With wrongs made right, you will be vindicated. There's almost this thing like, I don't deserve to be single, right? It's like a thing where it's like, you know, this is wrong. I shouldn't be single. You know, I should be married by now, or whatever, you know, and almost feeling like it's an injustice. And so coming to peace with, you know, yes, you're single. You know, find a space to be happy about it. Not to say that, you know, you can't desire more, but you're in a state of resistance. And anytime you're resisting something, you know, you're manifesting more things to resist, because we manifest what we feel. Even if you think about the law of attraction, you know, the law of attraction is like you attract back to you like energy. And so if you are resisting being single, you're going to be manifesting situations that are going to keep you in that energy of resisting being single. So, you know, you make peace with whatever space you're in, find reasons to be happy and thankful about it, you know, and then you'll clear that resistance out. It creates space for, you know, your person, your future spouse to come in, you know, and then maybe start looking and start talking and speaking to yourself that, you know, the love that you have, you can find evidence of it everywhere. The love that you want to have, you know, you may be surrounded by people who are also having a hard time being single and having a hard time finding, you know, their perfect match, or they're having a hard time, or if they are in relationships, like those relationships are rocky, they're not getting along or whatever. It's like, you know, you need to start looking for evidence of the love that you want with your future spouse, you know, already exists. You can see it. Other couples have it. You know, ask the universe or ask your higher self to show you examples that the love that you want isn't just a pipe dream. It does exist, because there's other people also experience it. I hope that makes sense. Okay. All right, you guys, pile one, that was your reading. I hope that it resonated. Do me a favor. Be sure you are smashing that like button for me. Also comment below, let me know what pile you picked, and let me know how it resonated. Let me know what you thought. Be sure that you are subscribing if you feel led to do so. Hit that notification bell, because I'm uploading these like once or twice a week. Okay, once or twice a week. Just thanks for hanging out with me tonight, you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. We're back with another future spouse pick a card reading. Yay! This pick a card reading was the second in line as far as the poll went on my community tab. You guys wanted to have a meet your future spouse extended reading where we're looking all into more about your future spouse. Okay, so I actually have this exact same reading that you can purchase personally, where I'm tapping into you and your future spouse's energy and the energy of your connection exclusively. Okay, and so if you're looking for something more personalized, check the description box below. I'll have the link directly to the future spouse extended reading in the description box below, because this is a general reading, you guys. Keep that in mind. All right, so whatever resonates, you can keep that. If something doesn't resonate, just leave that aside for someone else, okay? And we're just gonna get right into it. So pile 2, you chose the Mookaite skull and the courage card. It's kind of giving me hangman vibes. But that's reminding me of the sun as well. Okay, so there may be a balance of fire and earth with your future spouse. And then, of course, you know, we got the Mookaite skull here with the red and the yellow, which that goes right down to the root chakra and then the solar plexus. So earth and, yeah, earth and fire, okay? I'm picking up on Virgo and Leo energies right off the bat. First, what we're going to find out, you guys, we're going to get an overall energy in terms of your future spouse's, their personality. Let's see, give me... Who are you overall? Show me your overall personality. Oop. There is the earth energy. So we got King of Pentacles making a show here. So earth energy is going to be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Whoa. We're going to get more energy. Let's see. Your soul has returned to learn many lessons. Let's get more. Tell me who you are as a person. Your future spouse is very mature, very responsible. They have leadership type of qualities, whether or not those, you know, they're the leader of a business or, you know, anything like that. They feel comfortable. I was going to say in a leadership position, but I am picking up they are comfortable in the spotlight, and that could be Leo energy coming through, whether they have Leo placements or not. Show me more about who you are. They take their responsibilities very seriously. Very financially grounded, very emotionally grounded. They're just overall a very well-grounded individual. Let's get more energy though. Tell me who you are as a person. Ooh, 7th house. You're nice. They take their responsibilities very seriously, and they are going to take the responsibility as your future spouse very seriously as well. They're going to have a sense of duty to you. So even like beyond, so what I'm picking up on is that pile 2, your future spouse, it's like regardless of how they feel, because feeling, it's like they're always going to have a sense of duty to you. Very much a sense of duty. Loyal. They're going to be very loyal to you, especially with that earth energy and that Leo energy, because they're going to be very, very loyal to who you are to them. You're their spouse, and so it's like they took a vow to take care of you, so they're letting you know it doesn't matter, you know, because feelings can ebb and flow, right? But they're very grounded, and they take their responsibilities very seriously, and they will take their role as your future spouse just as seriously. Let's get one more card. They take their relationships, their partnerships, if, you know, whatever they get into, like they're very loyal to their friendships, relationships, and they're going to be a very loyal spouse. Let's get one more. They may not be somebody of a lot of words. Nothing's wanting to come out. They may not like to talk about themselves a lot. They may be a better listener than they are a talker. They may be quiet. Not to say that they don't value communication, but they're the silent, strong type, the strong, silent type. Give me one more. Show me who you are as a personality. Oh, yeah, they do not like talking about themselves. They don't like talking about themselves, but they do make very, I don't know. Your first impression of them may not actually be all that great. Pile 2, I'm just going to keep it real because we have square and ascendant coming out together, okay? Ascendant is always about first impressions. We got creates restrictions and obstacles. And so, you know, well, let's find out. Let's see what your first, and this is not included unless the reading like guides me that way. But, you know, we'll see what the first impression might be. because this is talking about overall, not just your first impression, but overall, what's the impression people get of this person? Because I am picking up the energy that the first impression isn't who they are. We got the Knight of Wands in reverse. Really? Maybe it's because they're so quiet. What's people's first impression of you? Why is the Knight of Wands here? Because I am not picking up on that energy from your future spouse at all. At all. Let's see. Interesting. So the first impression, and I don't know, the first impression that people get, and it may be because they're quiet, they're the silent type. Some people may misconstrue that as, you know, them not being open, them not being very friendly, being closed off, and I don't know, they might have, you know, resting bitch face or something like that, man or woman or whatever. They may wear whatever it is they're thinking or feeling on, you know, or no, I don't think, I think they're going to be very hard to read. They're hard for people to read. And that may be what it is. They're just hard for people to read. I'm picking up very, like, stoic, you know, they're very stoic. And so until people get to know them, they may come across as being not snooty. That's not it. What, I don't know. There's something, they give an air of, there is an air that people kind of pick up, or they think that, like, this, like, they're too good for them, or, you know, something like that. But that's not actually how they are. They're just really quiet. They're just really quiet. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, we're gonna move on to, let's see what they do for a living. What did they do for a living? Let's get the overall energy. What do you do for a living? Ooh, we got 10th house. So they may very well be like the boss or the CEO of, you know, their own business. They could be an entrepreneur. They could be in upper management. They could also be in, like, loss prevention, you know, auditing and stuff like that. Possibly public relations. Maybe they could be involved in damage control. There's even like testing centers. They could, like, work in a testing center of some kind. Okay, but we are going to get more energy to narrow it down. What do you do for a living? Something having to do with guidance. Listen to the guidance of your soul. They give guidance. Yeah, so they're either a boss or they are in upper management. They run something. Let's get one more. Yeah, with conjunction, they work together. So they may work together with a team, or maybe they work together with another company. I feel they help other businesses. Whatever job they do, they help other businesses. They may help clean something up, whether it's public image, whether it's auditing problems, you know, public relations. Give me one more. But they work together with other companies. With other companies, they work together to achieve maybe a mutual goal between companies. Give me one more. Here I'm seeing authorizes. They may help to authorize something, authorize changes. Give me one more. I'm seeing them, like, give stamps of approval, like on paperwork, on important documents. You know, like, And then we also have the 11th house. I'm hearing development, contracts and development. Like zoning, you know, when it comes to construction, it's like they're the head, you know, they may be they may be an inspector, head of zoning, head of something like that. You know, I'm just throwing out different things, different scenarios of what they do, but it's like they come and they work together, and there's important documents involved, and your future spouse has to either do some kind of a stamp, you know, that has their seal on it, or their signature or something like that, like a stamp of approval. They have something that they have to approve before things can move further, that kind of work. Okay. All right, moving on. We are going to find out now what they look like. So keep in mind, you guys, this is a general reading, okay? So just take what resonates, leave behind anything that doesn't. But we're going to get an overall energy. Show me your overall aesthetic, your overall physical aesthetic. What's your overall physical aesthetic? Your physical appearance. Show me your overall aesthetic. King of Pentacles. Okay, so darker. Okay, so they're going to be like a darker shade of brown, possibly black, African American, you know, stuff like that. Dark brown to black eyes, dark brown to black hair. Okay, so darker skinned. Let's find out how tall are you? Show me your height. Show me your height. Oops, that's too many. Show me your height. They're going to be slightly taller than average. Slightly taller. So, you know, if they're male, you know, they're going to be more like 5'11", maybe 6 foot, that area. For a female, 5'5", you know, 5'5", 5'6". And then let's see what they're going to be stocky, okay? So for a female, you know, thick, okay, a thick build. And for, like overall, male or female, thick. They're going to be thick, okay? But more on the muscular side. So stocky. All right, so about a little bit taller than average with a stocky, thick build, okay? Was there anything else? Let's see. Height? No, I got height. Got everything on that one. Okay, now we're going to find out timing. And just remember, you guys, timing is fluid, okay? So timing is always based off of your own energy, where you're at, you know, anything that choices you make or don't make and stuff like that. But based on the timeline you are currently on, we're going to find out a general timing of when this union with your future spouse is going to manifest. We got the number 11, and then fire energy. So fire energy is the second fastest moving energy of all 4 elements. And so, you know, fire energy can be, you know, weeks, you know, months, but mostly weeks. Okay. So we have 11 weeks here. Leo energy like Leo season could be important. This is a timeless reading, so just whenever, you guys. And then the 11th house, this could be like the month of November. The 11th house is, what is that? Aquarius energy. Okay, so 11 weeks, could be 11 months. All right, just depending on what is going on in your energy. 11 weeks to about 11 months. Shout out to Leo season. Shout out to November and or Aquarius season. Now we're going to find out what energies are largely influencing the manifestation of union with your future spouse, good and or bad. All right, so what's the main energy at play that's largely influencing union for pile 2? the main energies at play here for pile 2? Let's get one more. Let's get one more. Ooh, man, that's a lot. I said 1 and 3 flew out. We're gonna take them. All right, we're gonna take them. All right, so right off the bat, we got friendships and third parties. I feel like this is, normally when I'm asking about energies, you know, I look for most like on your end. That way you can actually, you know, do something about it. So friendships and third parties. I don't know if maybe you know, you are messing around. This could be like your focus could be on friendships and or a third party. It could be a fear of a third party, or maybe, you know, or something like that. We got between worlds, serendipity, between worlds. I don't know if you're friend zoning people, you know, if you're still messing around with someone from your past, or a lot of your energy is going back to someone from your past. Maybe there's a situationship you're still kind of toying around with a little bit. But we got between worlds. It says torn between two paths. And so it's like, you know, there may be somebody that you're kind of stuck in a situation or friends with benefits with, or just an ex that you keep going back and forth with. It's like, you know, you're stuck between manifesting that and then bringing somebody new in. We also have with friendships here, you guys, there could be something in your friendship circle where there could be conversations, or could be, you know, energies where maybe whatever that you guys are talking about, it's helping to perpetuate some kind of a story that's keeping you stuck in not manifesting in a future spouse. Okay, so be very careful and monitor closely the things that you talk about when you are with, you know, your friends and your family, especially your single friends and family. Okay. With some of you, I'm hearing with a third party, if there's an ex and there's a third party and then there's you, there may be like a comparison thing that you're doing with you and the third party, maybe not feeling good enough. That's an energy that's blocking your ability to manifest in union with your future spouse. We got serendipity here with divine intervention, perfect timing, happy surprises, a fortunate stroke of luck. So this is like, you know, regardless of what's happening, and here we got thorns with a painful sacrifice. Okay, so these two coming out together, it's like having the ability to look at painful life situations, or maybe where you're feeling like life is testing you, you know, suffering for a goal. And maybe it's very difficult for you to close off one path with somebody from your past. And, you know, I totally understand that and I get it. And it's like being able to look at, you know, putting things in a different perspective. You know, how is this working out for you and for your ultimate benefit, right? How might that be divine intervention? Like, how might, you know, your ex getting a third party or whatever, how might that actually be for your best benefit and for your best interest? Kind of like switching how you're viewing things, because there may be something, you may be having something going on in your mind where it's just like, it's keeping you in a negative cycle where it's almost like you're comparing yourself to somebody else. You know, I'm not good enough, or why wasn't I good enough? It's like you need to start asking yourself different sets of questions. You know, why is this the best thing that's happening to me right now? You know, how might this be, you know, working out for me for my benefit? Like things like that, right? And start changing the direction of like your, not only your conversations with your friends and your family, but your inner conversations, you know, what you are saying to and about yourself. You know, let's see, what can pile 2 do to help manifest in their future spouse? What actions can they take? We got deep thinking, higher power, choosing your highest good, aligning with your higher self, and connecting to spirit. I kind of was, you know, giving you tips and tricks on how to do that, you know, just earlier. It's like switching your perspective on how you look at things, right? Asking yourself the right questions, and love offer, being asked out on a date, love to the next level, positive new love coming in, a job offer you love. And so for some of you, it's like, you know, you may be the one that needs to reach out, make the first move. And for some of you, it may be that, because I did say something about friend zoning, right? You may be being asked out on dates and you're not giving anybody the time of day. And so it's almost like you need to start giving people the time of day and allow for the possibility that you might be pleasantly surprised, right? So you may be looking at things in a way that may be closing off, you know, paths to your future spouse. It's like you need to start accepting other people's love offers. If you're being asked out on dates, go ahead and go, you know, and you may enjoy them, you may not. And if you don't enjoy them, then maybe, you know, one of the things, the reasons why, you know, that date happened for you was to show you what triggers, what might be in your energy that is continuing to, you know, manifest things in your outer world that you're not wanting to experience, right? With higher power, choosing your highest good. And it's like allowing, you know, whatever doors are closing, whatever windows, whatever paths are being closed off, it's like allowing it, allow that to happen. You know, I know it can be difficult if it was something that you really wanted, especially if it's something that's cutting you to your core, or it's causing you to question your self-worth. Why wasn't I good enough? And blah, blah, blah. You know, start asking yourself different questions like I was telling you about before. Deep thinking, thinking twice on a decision, right? Preoccupied with one's thoughts, self-reflection. It's like really stop and start to do an inventory of the inner conversations that are going on in your head when it comes to manifesting in a future spouse, or, you know, your worthiness of the kind of relationship that you want. Or maybe it's, you know, your inner conversations in regards to just love in general. What are your beliefs about it, right? Really start to do some self-reflection and figure out, you know, what kinds of energy and signals are you putting out into, you know, the field of quantum possibilities, so that it's manifesting, you know, these experiences that you may not have wanted to have. All right, pile 2. All right, you guys, that is the end of your reading. I hope that it resonated. Please, if it did, make sure you're smashing that like button for me. It's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Also, be sure that you're commenting below. Let me know what pile you picked. Let me know what you thought. Okay, let me know how it resonated. Also, subscribe if you feel led to do so, and hit that notification bell, because I'm uploading these like once or twice a week now, okay? All right, you guys, I will see you guys at your next reading. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, you guys. See you next time. Hey pile 3, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Michelle. We are back with another future spouse pick a card reading. This was the winner, or the second, it was second in place on my community tab, the poll that I took, and you guys wanted me to do an extended version of the Meet Your Future Spouse reading. And so this exact reading is actually available if you want it done personally. Where I'm tapping into you and your future spouse's energy and the energy of your connection and your union exclusively. Just check the description box below. I'll have the direct link to that reading if you want to book it, okay? Because keep in mind, you guys, this reading is general, okay? So take what resonates, leave behind anything that doesn't. And we're just going to get right into it. So pile 3, you were drawn to the Pyrite cube, otherwise known as the Fool's Gold. Actually, I'm going to keep this over here, and then the Change card, which kind of reminds me of kind of the Death card a little bit. That energy's a little bit there. What we're going to do first, you guys, is get your future spouse's overall energy in terms of their personality. Show me, pile 3, your overall energy. Oh, they're sweethearts. Showing up as the Queen of Cups. Aw. Very nurturing, very loving, very compassionate. If they're not divine feminines, they're very in touch with their inner feminine, divine masculine or not. All right, show me more about who you are as a person. Very gentle, I'm hearing. Very gentle, sweet, loving, compassionate. Show me more about who you are as a person. great communicators, very grounded. So already, let's get one more card. We've got 3 of the 4 elements showing up here. Give me one more. Show me who you are as a person. Very reliable. I'm also hearing very resourceful. A great supporter. So as a future spouse, pile 3, your person is going to be, they're going to be the kind of person that helps out around the house. So they're going to be the one where, like, if, you know, you're cooking, they're going to do the dishes, they're going to do the cleanup afterwards, or, you know, whatever it is, that, like, there's going to be an equal energy expended, which I feel like maybe that's important for you, pile 3. I'm not sure. If that's something that, you know, you have been purposefully manifesting in, but your future spouse is going to be somebody that, you know, if you guys have kids, they're going to be an equal partner in, you know, having kids. So let's say if, you know, you're the one that's pregnant and, you know, you give birth to the baby, they're going to get up and take care of the baby just as much as you do. It's like you guys will take shifts and stuff. It doesn't matter if your future spouse goes to work and they work 10 or 12-hour days. You know, they're going to come home and help you out with the kids and, you know, with, you know, dinners and stuff like that, right? It's going to be very much, they're going to be a great supporter. Helping out with household chores, helping out with the kids. They're going to do their equal share around the house. Let's get one more. Show me who you are as a person. I'm seeing gardening. They like to garden. They like to spend time outside, landscaping, gardening. They may like to have their own garden where they, you know, grow food. I'm seeing pets and small children. Okay, your person may want to have kids if you don't already have them. All right, because I'm hearing that they would be a very great mom or a dad. They're a great mom or a dad. They would make one. Give me another one. And if you're not wanting kids, or if you already have kids, or you're past the point of having kids, it's like they would make a great step parent. You know, if you already have kids, they would be a great step parent to your kids. Let's get one more. Ooh, all 4 elements came out, you guys. Okay, so we got water, we got earth, we got air, and we got fire. Your person is so balanced. So balanced. Which lets me know that, they're very, okay, so very sweet and very loving, but I mean, all the elements are here, okay? All the elements are great with communication. They're great with passion and fire and motivation. It's just like, yes, they got a lot of energy. They do a lot of stuff. Great with communication. You know, they're very reliable and very responsible when it comes to their duties and stuff like that. Beautiful energy, you guys. And with change here, this lets me know that they are, you know, they have, their comfort zone is pretty expansive, right? Not in a bad way. It's like, you know, but they also have the ability to think outside of the box and to, you know, exit their comfort zone and stuff. They are a very well-rounded individual, very well-rounded. They can be trusted. They're loyal. They are a person of their word. Very fun to be around. You know what I mean? Just very overall, just they can be chatty Cathy, like 9th house showing up at the bottom of the deck. And so they also have that spiritual side to them as well. Okay. They may be more of an elevated soul, an old soul, right? Just very intuitive, grounded both in, you know, their earthly realm, but also grounded in spirit as well. Okay. We're going to move on. We're going to find out what do they do for a living? What's the overall energy of what you do for a living? What do you do for a living? We got 11th house showing up, which is Aquarius energy. It is humanitarian work. They could be like working at part of a charitable organization. They could be an inventor. They could be doing missionary work over, you know, overseas. Something that they do that helps the masses. They work, you know, towards the greater good in some way, shape, or form. One of the other piles actually had that. Let's see. Let's get some more energy about what they do for a living. How are they helping the community or just people as a whole. Give me a couple more. Okay, give me one more. Okay, yeah. So I'm picking up for a lot of you, this is just some scenarios that comes through. You know, you can allow your intuition to kind of fill in the blanks for you, you know, yourself. With solar eclipse energy here, we got shocking event, fast changes, new chapter, leaving what's familiar, awakening, feeling lost, reinvention. That's reminding me of, like, you know, maybe when natural disasters hit or people are feeling displaced, right? They have something to do with helping people, you know, that have been displaced. Maybe find housing again, or maybe they provide asylum or just something like that. With Scorpio energy here, we got transformation, secretive, obsessive. They could maybe work for, like, you know, a halfway house, you know, maybe like a domestic violence shelter, something like that. We got intense, mysterious, manipulative, destructive. Yeah. And then we also have, they could help, you know, other things that are coming through is like witness protection. Okay. We got, I don't know how to, is that king cucks? Quinn cuck? I don't know. Kung, I don't know what that is. how to, I need to figure out how to pronounce that, and I will. But anyway, this is challenging, requires adjustments, complexity, clashes, contradicts, frustration, learn to compromise. Yeah, I just feel like they help people where maybe sudden shocking events. Think about things like maybe war, people that have been displaced by war, by natural disasters. You know, I'm being drawn to like Katrina, you know, Hurricane Katrina in the States, and how people had to, you know, flee into like FEMA. You know, they might work for FEMA or the Red Cross, you know, stuff like that. I mean, that's just kind of things that are coming up. Yeah, they help people who it's like they've been displaced or something like that. Okay. Wow, that has never come through before. I like it. I like it. That's never come through before. I mean, like, so directly. They could also work for like food pantries or, you know, things like that. Charitable organizations that maybe help those people, like, you know, like I already said, like the Red Cross. Yeah. Organizations that really get in there and help. I'll get off of that because it's just the same energy wanting to come through. Let's see, what else are we doing? Appearance. Let's look at what they look like. What's their overall general aesthetic? Physical aesthetic. Okay. Something is very stand out about them. Like they stand out. Either they're really, really tall. All right, so we're going to find out. Let's see. What's your coloring? Show me your coloring. Okay, so let's see. Coloring, they're going to be lighter skinned. Possibly more on like the olive toned side, meaning like, you know, when we got lighter skin, people can either be like fair, where it's kind of a pink tint to their skin, or it can be more on an olive tone where they tan very easily. They don't really burn. So lighter skinned, they can have a slight tan, right? Show me hair and eyes. What's it? Overall hair and eyes. More wand energy. So blonde hair or red hair. If they have brown hair, it's going to be lighter on the lighter side. Clear bright blue eyes or clear bright green eyes. Whatever color eyes they have, it's going to be on the brightest end of the spectrum. Okay, let's find out how tall they are. tall are you? Huh. Well, we got two separate energies coming out, so let's do that again. Show me your height. Just give me one card, please. Again, with the that's never happened before. This is twice I've had wand energy and pentacle energy come out, and there's like wand energy is usually like above, is like slightly above average. Pentacle energy is like shorter than average. I guess it's just as meaning like they're not going to be, let's get one more card. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. Give me one more card. Okay, I get it. Okay. Pile 3, I'm sorry. This is, you know, so your future spouse is either going to be very, very, very tall. Okay. Very tall, or they're going to be very short. All right. Like I said, you're just going to have to take what resonates. But yeah, with the Queen of Swords energy here, this is where like something is very stand out about their physical appearance. And for your person, your future spouse, it's their height. So they're either going to be, you know, way taller than normal or than the average male or female, right? Or they're going to be very short, like shorter than the average male or female, but on the shorter end of this, you know, for like a female, we're talking like if they're short, like they're going to be like 4'11", 5 foot. Okay. For a man, we're talking like 5'3", 5'4". Okay. All right, let's see. Let's find out what their physical build is going to be. What's your physical build going to be? Very athletic. They're going to be a very athletic build. On the lean, like defined, like muscular, you know, like cut. Like for a man, it's like they're chiseled, and they're, you know, for a female, you know, so I'm feeling like they may be very athletic. They may play a lot of sports or just be very physically active. They might run, they might do marathons and stuff like that. And so they stay very physically active, whether it's in the gym every day or they play a favorite sport, or something that they do. They love to run. Maybe they love to, you know, something, right? Very physically active. And so they have a very toned, athletic body. Okay. All right, let's see. What are we doing next? We're looking at timing. So just keep in mind, you guys, timing is fluid, okay? And it really just depends on what you are or are not doing in terms of the decisions that you are making or not making. But on the current timeline that you're on right now, we're going to figure out a time range of when they may possibly, like union with them, may possibly be manifesting in. Ooh, very soon with Aquarius energy. As far as the elements go, you guys, air energy is the fastest moving of all 4 of the elements. And so we're looking at like days, right? Fire is weeks, cup energy is months, and then, pentacle energy, earth energy is years. And so we got 10, the number 10 here. So, I mean, it could be as soon as 10 days. I mean, but really it's like hours. The most it would be is months, 10 months, right? But air energy is days. So it's like, you may already know this person. They're in your general proximity. At most for you guys, it would be 10 weeks. Okay. At most it would be 10 weeks. Capricorn is the ruler of the 10th house, which at the time of the filming of this video, we are currently in October. So Capricorn, that could be within that 10 week range. You know, it's a timeless reading. So just fit that in where you want. Okay. But we're looking at 10 hours, 10 days, at the most 10 weeks. Okay, you guys. We're going to look at the energies that are largely influencing this, the manifestation or the union. What's the largest energy at play here in this connection? Manifesting union with their future spouse. Okay, give me a couple more, please. One more. We'll find out what already came out. We got contracts, angel with divinely guided. Give me one more. Oh, I love it. I love it. I don't know if you, I mean, the energy is here, you guys. It's like hot mess, right? We got delays showing up at the bottom of the deck. It's like pile 3. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you've been up to, but it's just like you've been just kind of left to your own devices, and it's just like and so I'm literally hearing, like, you know, divine intervention, the angels, your spirit guides, your higher self is having to step in and reroute stuff because you've just been kind of like doing your own thing for far too long. It's like you've been getting in your own way. Okay, so, you know, don't shoot the messenger. And I love you guys, and this, like, you know, so much that I would never just say something and just leave you with it, but literally, like, what's getting in your way in terms of manifesting union is you. You know, and I'm laughing because I know what that's like, because trust me, I've gotten in my own way quite a bit. But it's like, let's find out why contracts is here. And it's like you got an angel, and I'm actually seeing an angel, like, you know, with their hand on their head, like this girl, this guy. Like, if you were my friend, like, you know, like my best friend, like some of my friends that I meet with like every week, it'd be like, this bitch, you know. I love you, pile 3. Oh my gosh, I love you so much. Let's see what's going on with contracts, though. Why is this energy here? It says important legal matters, agreement between two parties, making something official, and then application and signatures. What's this energy here for in terms of how it's influencing this manifestation? Anything else for contracts? Serendipity. Yeah, I'm getting this energy here where it doesn't really matter. Oh my gosh, why is I have a Gemini friend. That is all. She is a hot mess and a half. Oh my gosh, she's so much fun to be around, and she just doesn't, oh my gosh, but for some reason she's coming to mind. I don't know, maybe you haven't really been that serious about it, about manifesting in a future spouse, or I don't know, but it's like what the message that's coming through, it's like, yeah, you may have gotten in your own way and stuff, but you know, you have a contract with your future spouse to marry in this lifetime. You know, there's always free will and stuff like that, but I do feel like you do have the intention already set. You may have had it set for some time to get married, and so it doesn't matter, like there may have been a lot of diversions and delays, but there is divine intervention that's stepping in, that's kind of helping to reroute things as it's needed to be rerouted, right? Especially with divine, we literally have divine intervention coming out here with serendipity, and then we got angel with divinely guided. It's like your angels, your spirit guides, your higher self, you know, it's all stepping in the universe. Because it's like you just been kind of, I'm hearing you went rogue, pile 3, you went rogue. Pile 3, if you feel so inclined to share with me, I want to know, how did you go rogue? Okay, that feels like that would be such a fun conversation to have. How did you go rogue? How did you go rogue? Okay, what can pile 3 do? Are there any steps that they can take to help manifest in union with their future spouse, or maybe stay on the timeline? Like, what can they do? Lightning, a sudden fast change, taking quick action, shocking events in love, striking you unexpectedly. We also have deep thinking. Let's get one more for what pile 3 can do. I'm hearing like when the opportunity comes, it's like, don't think about it too much. Just strike when it comes up. Like, I don't know if it's going to hit you out of nowhere, but it's like, don't second guess, don't delay. Like, strike before you have the chance to second guess it. What can pile 3 do to help manifest this in? because I feel like the opportunity is going to be presented to you, pile 3. Like literally, this person could just show up on your doorstep tomorrow as like maybe the post office person or delivering a package, or maybe they got a lot. I don't know, but it's like, you know, I'm picking up energy like the universe is literally going to be like, we need to help this person because, you know, they're just over here going rogue. And so it's like they're going to put your future spouse right in your path, and it's like you need to make sure, like, don't delay, don't hesitate, strike while the iron is hot is what I'm hearing. Give me one more. Reconciliation. Okay, and so this could literally be somebody from your past, someone you already know. This could just be that contract that we had before could just be talking about, like, you know, you have an actual contract with somebody, a soul contract. It's going to be fulfilled no matter what. Okay, but if you already are picking up on pile 3 that you already know this person, you may actually have it. You could be married to this person already. This could be somebody you're already married to. You could be having a contract with this person in terms of just maybe some work that you do together or something. The two of you may actually have an actual legal document where the two of you are linked or bound somehow. But if not, that just simply is talking about a soul contract that you have with this person that is you guys are going to reconcile, okay, regardless of what's going on. And it's just like, you know, just restoration of a former connection, apologies, forgiveness, trying again in a different way. This may also be talking about, you know, if you have any open resentments or bitterness towards someone in your past, to go ahead and you know, make peace with whatever wrongs that, you know, you felt were done against you. You know, not to reconcile with them, but to get your power back, to reconcile your power that, you know, you gave to them, reconcile that power back to you. Okay, but with lightning here, it's like the path is going to be open for you. I literally feel like your future spouse is, they're going to come walk in your work one day. You know, they're literally going to be brought to you. And it's like, don't hesitate. Strike while the iron is hot. All right, pile 3, that's your reading, you guys. I hope that it resonated. Be sure that you are smashing that like button for me. Comment below. Let me know that you picked this pile. Let me know what you thought, how it resonated, all that good stuff. Subscribe if you feel led to do so. Definitely hit that notification bell because I'm uploading future spouse pick a card videos once or twice a week now. Okay, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I'll see you again next time. Bye. What's up, pile 4? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle, and we are back with another future spouse pick a card video, a pick a card reading. Okay, so let's see. This reading is the second. It was second in line as far as winners go for the poll that I did. I think it was probably about a week, maybe a couple of weeks ago. So you guys wanted to me to do a future spouse video on meeting your future spouse, right? The extended version. So in this reading, what we're going to look at is their overall energy in terms of who they are as a person. We're going to look at their overall physical appearance, what they do for a living. We're going to look at possible timelines in terms of, you know, timing. When are you going to manifest them in according to the timeline that you're on, as well as looking into the energies that are largely influencing manifesting in union with your future spouse, good or bad. And then, you know, what you can do to kind of help that timeline along if you're not liking the timing that shows up. Okay, so you guys, this reading right here is actually available as a personal reading. You can book a personal reading just like this. The link to do that will be in the description box below. So, you know, if you want me to tap in exclusively into you and your future spouse's energy, the energy of your connection and the energy of your union with them, booking details are listed in the description box, okay? Because keep in mind, you guys, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave behind anything that doesn't. And we're going to get right into it. So you guys were drawn to the Citrine, natural Citrine crystal, along with the guide card, the owl. And I'm picking up just from this alone, your future spouse is somebody that is very wise, an old soul. Picking up on hermit energy, but more along the lines of somebody that is just a wise old soul, okay? They may have gray hair or graying hair, salt and pepper. They may be, you know, that they could be prematurely graying. That is coming through for some of you. So what we're going to do right now, you guys, is get an overall energy personality-wise. We'll get more on their appearance later. So we got a lot of page energy. Okay. So we got Page of Wands, Page of Cups. Very youthful spirit. We're going to get more, though. Show me who you are. Tell me more about who you are as a person. I'm hearing they're very ornery. So they are a very wise and old soul, but they have a very healthy, happy inner child. Very happy, healthy inner child. Anything else for... Okay. All right, good deal. We got 10th house showing up. So we got Capricorn energy. We got Aries energy. We have all the elements here. One of the other groups had that as well. We got all the elements showing up. So your person is a very well-rounded individual with a very healthy relationship with their inner child. Their inner child is very, very happy, okay? Very happy. Their inner child is very happy. I'm actually going to put this over here. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's see. So we got 10th house. So they have a good balance of they like playing. They like to play, but they also like to work. But I'm not hearing hard. They don't play hard, but they don't work hard. You know, it's just very cool, calm and collected, very easygoing, just kind of very go with the flow, no drama, you know, very fun to be around. They can be bubbly, very active socially, I'm hearing, because I was picking up on just they were active, but more like physically active, like they, you know, have a lot of physical energy. But I am picking up that they're very socially active. So they're actually a very popular individual. They may have a lot of friends. They may make friends very easily. I'm not really picking up on the energy of them like, you know, I'm not picking up on social butterfly type of energy though, but they do get along with almost everybody. Which is interesting. It's kind of an interesting mix of energies because I can see them going, you know, and talking to complete strangers and feeling very comfortable to do so, but they're not the kind of person where they just go in and just, it's weird. It's weird. Not necessarily a social butterfly, but they are very socially active. Okay, we'll just leave it like that. Aries energy. They don't have a problem initiating things. They will if they need to. See, so they feel comfortable in leadership position, but they also feel comfortable being a part of the team. So they can be the leader, but they can also be the supporter. They can be in the spotlight, but they can also be behind the scenes. They don't have any attachments or aversions to things, right? They don't need the spotlight, but they feel comfortable in it, if that makes sense. And so it's, you know, so it's like, they don't mind making friends, but they don't necessarily need more friends. It's just, you know, there's no attachments is what I'm picking up here. There's not a lot of attachments. There's not a lot of aversions. They're very happy, very fulfilled, very happy, very satisfied just in and of themselves, right? They're very much at peace with themselves, with their life in the present moment and stuff like that. Fixed moon here. God, we got everything showing up. Fixed energy. Cardinal energy and fixed energy is showing up. Cardinal energy, that's the Capricorn and the Aries energy, and then the fixed energies would be like Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. Staying power here, it says in flexibility, stuck. Yeah, staying power is what I'm seeing. They're very grounded. They don't have a problem. It's like, yeah, they move around, but they set roots, right? They're not flighty in terms of nomadic. I'm hearing they've lived in the same place all their life. But they don't have a problem traveling, right? But they do have home base. We got full moon here with blessings, blossoming, celebration. They're very fun to be around. They can be very hospitable. Like, they can be the ones that will open up their home for, you know, get-togethers. They're fine hosting parties, but they're also okay allowing other people to host. Like I said, there's no attachments or aversions. They're just a very well-rounded individual. They don't have any past hang-ups, I'm hearing, of any kind. They're just, that's that hermit energy. It's just, they're very spiritually evolved. Okay, very spiritually evolved. And so they have a very well-developed, you know, inner parent and then inner children. It's like, I love that energy, actually. I've actually loved the energies of all the people, all the future spouses energy that has come through for these readings. But I am picking up on sage energy for your person specifically, pile 4. Sage energy, but of somebody that is very healthy inner child. They can play, they can kid around, they don't take life too seriously, but they are very responsible, you know, and when it's time to be serious, you know, they have no problem being serious. Okay, so let's see, what are we going to do now? We're going to find out more about what they do for a living. What do you do for a living? What's the overall energy of what you do for a living? 4th house stuff. Interesting. So they could work from home. Whatever it is they do, they could do it out of their home. They could work in other people's homes, or on other people's homes. Let's see, what else? They could possibly work for security, privacy, you know, safety and security, work from home. They could be a housewife or a house husband, a stay-at-home parent, interior decorator. They could also work with ancestry, something having to do with, you know, ancestry. Or some kind of in-home services, okay? Something. We're going to find out more about it, though. Give me more information. Give me more about what you do for a living. Black Moon Lilith. We got your guides are helping you all as well. This is, you're discovering the myriad. You're discovering the myriad facets of who you are. I'm being told to get one more card. Get one more? Okay. What do we got here? Look at all these. Astrological transits favor you at this time. Such interesting energy coming through. Why is Black Moon Lilith here? Help me understand what that has to do with what they do for a living. For some of you, all right, and just take this as it, you know, as it applies, but your person could literally be like on like an OnlyFans or something like that. Why is Black Moon Lilith here, please? This is so interesting. I've never had this energy come, and it's, I've had another pile. It wasn't anything like this, but it was like energies were coming through that I'd never, I'd never experienced before. I'm picking up on a few different scenarios, you guys, okay? So one of them we had already talked about like your future spouse being possibly involved in, like, you know, making home, like adult home videos for a subscription service or a site, okay? And that's going to be applicable for those of you that are open to that and okay with that. Obviously, we're talking about your future spouse. This may be something they're interested in doing, something they may want to do with you. Also, what I'm picking up for those of you where it's not something like that, I'm picking up on like home, like your future spouse may be like a private investigator, you know, that may be hired for people to maybe follow, or, you know, just a private investigator that is coming through for some of you. That primarily works out of their home, right? Where they are being hired by people to follow around suspicious parties and stuff like that. That show Cheaters is coming up. I'm also picking up on in-home security, like setting up security cameras, monitors, and stuff like that, okay? Surveillance also, with your discovering the myriad facets of who you are. There's just a lot of energy here. Look, I got the Queen of Wands and the... Yeah, I feel like what they do for a living has something to do with exposing a, if it's not something like OnlyFans or something, you know, something similar to that, it has something to do with exposing a cheating party, or if it's not like cheating, like, you know, a spouse cheating on another spouse, it's like exposing theft, you know, surveillance, things of that nature. I hope that makes sense. Interesting on that one. I've never picked up on that as far as a what they do for a living. It's neat, some of the stuff that I channel when, you know, some of the things that come through when I'm channeling this information. Let's see, now we're gonna go into what they look like. So their overall general aesthetic in terms of what they look like. What do you look like? Show me your overall aesthetic in terms of physical appearance. Show me what you look like. The Page of Cups. So your person may, your future spouse, pile 4, may actually be a great deal younger than you, like 5 to 10 years younger than you, and or they may just look very young for their age, okay? We are going to get, obviously we're going to get more energy. Show me coloring. Show me coloring. Okay. They're going to be lighter skinned, more on the fair skin side, so Caucasian, like Northern European. So there's, when I think about, there's 2 different types of lighter skinned, right? Light skin. There's going to be the light skin that is more kind of rosy, like a rosy tint to the skin, and then there's the skin where it's more like olive, right? You got one shade where they burn easily in the sun, and then you got the other shade where they tan very easily. Your future spouse is light skin where they might burn in the sun. It's more of a rosy tint versus an olive tint. Show me hair and eye color, an overall general aesthetic for hair and eye color. Okay, so sandy blonde hair, okay? So if it's blonde, it's going to be on the darker side, if it's, or a light brown, okay? Eye color is going to be like maybe more of a hazel, like a hazel blue, hazel green, maybe even gray. But you know, whatever color they have, it's going to be like a dark blue or a dark green or a hazel or a gray, that kind of energy. And then show me your height. How tall are you? They're going to be on the shorter side, okay? So average, maybe slightly shorter than average. So if they're a man, like men are, the average height for a male is typically 5'9", 5'10", right? So they're going to be like 5'8", 5'7", 5'8", that area. For a female, I think for a female, it's what's the typical, is it 5'3", I think is average, 5'3", 5'4". So, you know, 5'2", 5'1", 5'2", that area for females. Let's see. And then they're going to be thick, okay? Their build is going to be it's going to be thick, but more on the muscular side, okay, as far as their physical build goes. Now we are going to look into timing. Let's see what timing is. And so for those of you, I'll just explain it as I'm going. So timing is fluid, you guys, just keep that in mind, and timelines can change according to, you know, healing that you're doing, or, you know, things that are popping up, or decisions you're making or not making. But according to whatever timeline you're on now, we're gonna see if we can pick up a possible, like a time range of when you're gonna be manifesting in union with them, okay? So show me time. Ooh, we got quick, you guys. We have air energy coming out, and air energy is the fastest moving energy of all four elements. And so, you know, air is typically days, where air is days, fire is weeks, cups is months, and then pentacles, or I should say earth, sorry, water, okay, earth, air, fire, and water. So yeah, you guys got air, okay, specifically Gemini. And so, you know, when it comes to air energy, it could be as soon as 8 hours, okay, but typically it's like 8 days, at the most 8 weeks, okay. Scorpio season may be significant to the manifestation of this connection or union with your future spouse, or the month of August, right? The month of August with the number 8, or Gemini season. Okay, just take what resonates. So 8 hours is the fastest, 8 days, at the most 8 weeks, according to the timeline that you are currently on. This may be somebody you already know. They may be already in your general, you know, proximity. Like, yeah, it's close. It's very close for you guys, Pile 4. Let's see, what energies are largely influencing the manifestation of this connection at this time? Divine guidance. That's why it's happening like so soon. It's like it's being divinely guided. Okay, show me more. Give me a couple more cards. What's the energy largely influencing this? Yeah. Divine guidance is clearing the path. And it may be, you may have had some help with it, kind of doing some work on your own self-image. It says improving your self-image, focusing on what you can change. So yeah, it's like you are helping out by keeping your focus on what you can control, right? And maybe you've cleaned out yourself. Maybe you've done some healing work on, you know, healing insecurity issues, self-esteem issues, and just kind of getting over, you know, anything that may have been influencing your self-confidence and your self-esteem and your sense of self-worth in a negative way, right? And so those are the two energies at work that are largely influencing the manifestation of this connection, which I feel is actually helping. Like, I'm literally seeing like the path has and is being cleared of any obstacles for this union to manifest. Is there anything or any guidance for Pile 4 in terms of manifesting in this union with their future spouse? And so this is going to wrap it up with this right here, you guys. So while I'm getting these cards out, just make sure that you're smashing that like button for me if this reading has resonated. Let me know what pile you picked. Just comment below. Let me know how it resonated. You know, if you want to subscribe, definitely subscribe and hit that notification bell. because I am uploading these future spouse pick a card readings about once or twice a week now. What can pile 4 do to stay on this timeline, or, you know, what guidance do you have in terms of manifesting this in for pile 4? I like how we have, we got death and then we got birth right next to each other. How synchronistic is that? It's just like keeping your focus on exactly where it's been. We got dating, being open to love, seeing somebody specific, going on more dates, feeling good and flirting. That's what I'm picking up on, feeling good and flirting. Allow, you know, being open. It's not necessarily, you know, at least open up your energy to the possibility of dating, because I feel like, you know, you may be receiving a lot of offers to date, and so it's like be open to actually dating and going out on dates. Death with an inevitable end, big transformation, shedding required. And then we got birth with new opportunities, starting over, reinventing yourself. With that self-image, I'm kind of seeing a connection, reinventing yourself. I feel like you've already been doing that, though. You've been shedding old skin in terms of a self-concept or a self-image that was not serving you. I feel like this is talking about things you have been doing already. So it's like whatever you've been doing, pile 4, just keep doing that because it's working. It's like it's clearing the pathway for, you know, clearing the channel so that you and you know, you're magnetizing, your future spouse and you are magnetizing, you know, to each other. We got marriage with attracting a long-term partner, marriage life attracted to a married person, new partner, maybe divorce. I just feel like it's attracting a long-term partner, like you're naturally doing that. Yeah, and then we got passion, like funneling. So, you know, maybe whatever passion that you have, it's like maybe you haven't been able to really funnel it into a future spouse yet, but it's like you're funneling that passion into something that you love, right? And so it's like you may have passion, but channel that passion, that creativity, that, you know, because I mean, you guys, sexual energy is very powerful, but it doesn't have to necessarily be released through the actual act of sex. I mean, you can channel that energy in many different ways, right? And it's almost like you may have already started doing this, whether you're aware of it or not, but channeling that passionate energy into your business, into other creative endeavors, and, you know, rather than like you're getting it, you're expressing it out rather than keeping it in, which is helping also to clear the channel, right? All right, you guys, fabulous reading for you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really enjoyed it. Again, comment below, let me know that you chose this pile. I love engaging with you guys, okay? I will see you guys at your next reading. Bye, Paul 4.